Hello, really quick intro from me. This is a bit different than normal on the channel. A few people have asked me where Lee is and why he hasn't been on videos for a bit, simply because I'm always out camping. Done not very much car stuff, as you know, this year, other than shows and stuff. But Lee's been working on his own cars and posting the odd video on Facebook, and I sent him a message saying you should get yourself a YouTube channel. Lee's words, I can't be arsed with that shit, but he sent me all his videos that he's done so far, and we're going to put them on the Agatha channel. Maybe you'll like it. So this is going to be a sort of occasional video update of Lee and his brown princess, Mrs Winn. Hopefully it'll interest some of you, and at least it's a bit of content for the channel. So yeah, the videos that Lee's on about, which we did before he started the resto, I did an Agatha Meets on. I'll link that at the end. Maybe before you go any further, if you haven't seen Lee or seen his cars, you should quickly watch the Agatha Meets, where we did all Lee's ambassadors and princesses, and it might make a bit more sense. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy this. That's it from me. I'll see you later. Over to Lee.
Hello folks, Wonky here, up in my study with my collection of bass guitars. So Ricky wants me to give you a little bit of an update on what's been going on, because you've not seen me for a while. Well, with COVID come along and whatnot, things went a bit pear-shaped for everybody, so I hope everybody's doing well, hope everybody's safe, hope everybody's getting through it. Car wise, the ambassadors, the white ambassador's doing brilliant. That's tucked away in storage. Went over to it today just to run it up, took it for a little run around the car park. Everything's good with that one. The black ambassador, Gary as people call it, I've brought that one to a little bit of a halt at the moment, because basically I need to pull the engine out of that one, and I only discovered that at the start of winter, and I wasn't going to get involved with that kind of project during the winter, because you'll see in a minute that I don't actually have a garage or carport or anything like that. So I'm working outside. I work outside with my job, so I'm not going to go out there and get wet and whatever just for fun. It's just not me. So over the winter, just gone, pulled the cover off Mrs Winn, my brown princess, and found the one wheel arch was about to drop off. So over the last couple of weeks, or as the weeks unfold, as you will see them, I've been doing some repairs. I didn't actually do a video on the wheel arch, I'm afraid. It was something I actually just got on with and cracked on. However, when I moved the car the other weekend, got her running. She's not been run for about 5 or 6 years, which is, you know, my bad. As I pulled her off the drive, when I looked to give it a wash, when I looked, there was little flakes of princess dropped on the floor. So when I went and had a look, and after it was washed and everything like that, because I was hoping to just take her for an MOT, although she doesn't need one as such, but she was going to get one anyway, and she was going to go on the road for the rest of this year. I actually found that the Achilles heel of a princess, which is the rear suspension mounting point on the passenger side, had basically gone, along with part of the floor, inner sill, outer sill, and it was touch and go whether I was going to save the car or not. Now, for me, that particular car is a one owner car from new. I've got all the paperwork with it to prove it. So I'm only the second owner of that car, and that car's going nowhere at any cost. Now, as of late, I've been slated a little bit on Facebook because the 100 Club special, which was never a good shell to begin with, I did start a restoration and basically brought it to a close because it was costly, too time consuming, and not worth the effort. So I've decided to cut it up. Yeah, I'm afraid so. But everything that makes it a 100 Club special is being saved and stored. So basically at the moment all it is to me and to anybody else really is a princess shell that's rotten. So I'm going to salvage what I can off that car, engine included, which is a 2.2 auto. It's never been run as far as I'm aware, and before I got the car 7 years ago it had been stood for 16 years previous before that under a tree. So although people are pointing the finger at me, fair play, I don't really care, but point the finger at me if you want, but you've got to kind of point the finger towards the previous owners that did nothing to try and preserve it anyway, other than put a bit of leaky tarpaulin over the top. So as it stands, that car is no longer. So we've got the white Ambassador, we've got the black Ambassador, and we've also got Mrs Winn, the Princess. So I'm going to go downstairs now and show you some photos and things like that, and a little video, and point out as to where the problem was. And so this is just for basically followers of Ricky's channel, Agatha Allegro, just as a kind of side project, if you like, just to give the channel some more content, because it's a bit thin, Ricky. There ain't been much on it, has there? So right, bear with me, I'll see you in a bit. Greetings everyone. Okay, let's do a little bit of a video here. You can see we're in the back of Mrs Winn. All the rear seat is out of the way, and as you can see here, we've got a big hole. Ooh. Right then, so I've marked out there where I'm going to cut out. There's no point hanging around, so I'm just going to get on with it. See you in a bit. Oh, by the way, safety is important. Don't end up with a wonky eye, do you? Fire! Da, da, da. And with the miracle of time, there we go, we've got a big hole. As you can see, I've left the jacking point here in place for the time being, as it's still attached, sort of. But I want that in place because I don't want I don't know, I just want it there. I don't want to cut too much away that I don't need to cut away at the moment. I can clean the jacking point up, and I can weld that to the new floor that's going to go in. Right, let's go slightly upside down. This is where the inside, where the suspension mounting point would be. So I need to cut that out and plate that, which I'll do from underneath the car. And then obviously I've got the inner sill to take care of. What I will be doing is making part of the inner sill part of the suspension unit as well, so it'll all be one piece from the outside of the car to inside of the car here, which in turn will be welded to the floor and whatnot. See, easy. And with the miracle of time again, here we go. This is where the suspension mount needs to go on too. A little bit of plating to do up here, but I'll be making a complete plate that comes from down here up along the floor and up around here as well. So I'll have some real good metal to mount my suspension to. Yeah, good in it. More updates like, oh look, there's a hole there. Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is. Me here, I still wonky. Right, I've got some bits of metal. There we go. Right, we have a floor plate. Yeah, that can be welded into place. Then the floor brace can go back on like that. Just needs to obviously clean off the paint with the grinder and get some electric glue on there. Okay, here you can see I'm just about to start tacking in the floor plate. You'll see there's a soaking wet towel just in case I don't want my carpets to go up in flames. Also, I've got a bit of wetter and a fire extinguisher, just in case. I'm only tacking it in for now, so I won't be doing any long runs with the weld. Basically I just want to get it into place so I can start tacking in all the other repair panels I've made, and then I can start to make the actual suspension mounting point itself. But I need all this in place first. But like I say, I'm only going to tack it because if I need to move it, make any alterations, I don't want to be grinding out loads and loads of welds. So it'll be there just to hold everything in place for the time being. So I've got me what used to be a gasless MIG. Don't waste your time with them. If you're going to buy one of these welders, go straight to the gas bottle that you can buy extra. Sorry, that's me and my welding mask getting in the way. Yeah, these gasless MIGs, these no gas MIG welders, they usually come with a fluxed core wire. If you don't do it a lot, they're a waste of time, and you're going to spend more time grinding off pigeon crap basically. So I've upgraded mine to have the bottle and the regulator. The tube is already there, so it's literally just a case of plug in and away you go. You need to then buy normal welding wire and also the nib at the end that the wire goes through, because it's a different thickness. So bear with me, I'll be back in a bit. And we're back again. Here you can see a couple of little tacks where it's just tacked into place. Sometimes as you're welding it does start to distort, so as you can see here I've got a bit of a gap coming and it's not. So all you need to do, get the end of a hammer like that, lean on it and tack literally right by it there, so then that will hold it down, and then you can come back along this way if you need to. The closer you got it all together, the better the weld and the less chance of you've got blowing holes everywhere. So here we are with Mrs Winn. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I know it's brown and it's a princess and it's not supposed to be called beautiful, but it is. So regarding princesses, they have this stupid vinyl panel here. As you can see, it's been removed and there's bubbling going on and things like that. Now BL in their wisdom riveted little press studs here and up here to put the trim on. So you have the vinyl panel and then the chrome trim. As you can see, I've removed them. Now the problem is hello, you're right, not my cat, it's the neighbours. How you doing, beauty? Right, the problem is once water starts to leak behind behind here, it gets into the vinyl and goes into these little holes, which then runs down the inside of your wing, goes down the back. I've already had to do a repair here. This is the repair I was talking about earlier. I've had to virtually rebuild this arch. It's only been done with a rattle can for now, just to make it brown and try and protect it, and I will be giving the car a full probably a lower half rate spray, as there's a couple of little bubbles and stuff down here that I want to attend to and get the car looking good again, as it should do. So what happens is, you can see all my gear here. Basically the water comes down the inside here. I'm sorry it's a bit dark. Comes down the inside, down along here, along there, and what it does, this is the suspension mounting point. So you've got a cross tube going across here. Basically this rots from the inside because all the water runs down the inside It doesn't go where it should do. It usually fills up the sills as well, but if it finds its way down here, this rots from the inside out. So let's go around the other side and show you where we're at the moment. Don't scratch my car, I won't be happy. You should sit on the bonnet of the Jag. That's where you should be. Don't sit on the bonnet, I haven't got a thingy. Okay. So the Achilles heel of a princess is now no longer there, so I'm going to have to make one. There should be a photo coming up now as to what is left of it. That's if I've sent it to Ricky. If I haven't, I will do, and he'll put it in. Right, we've got holes there still, so see if I can try and do this. Don't have a tripod. I'm not one of these poxy YouTubers that have tripods and all that malarkey. I can't move. Oh, right, okay. So this lip piece there goes on there for the floor. That can be have some electric glue on it, and that can be welded into place. Oh look, I've got feet. That'll do. Then I've got this piece here. That'll go up there, and that'll give me the rest of me thingy bobs to weld me watch to. Obviously it'll have to be shaped properly once it goes in, but I can do that as I go along. So as you can see there, we've cut out the old metal. I've now got a floor back in there because the floor is gone. The sill's nicely gone as well, but as you can see there, I've put a floor in. I've got the lip there ready for me to weld part of a new sill. The problem with princesses is that no panels are available, so you have to make do and mend. Hence why I will be cutting the 100 club up. There's parts on there that I want, there's parts on there that I need that are more valuable to me to keep this one going than what that car is actually worth, whether it be scrap value or what. So I would much rather cut that one up to save this one. Call me what you like. I really ain't bothered. A bit too thick-skinned. So this is a suspension mounting point. This, as you can see, it's been repaired once before. When I finish the other side and actually remake this complete thing, I might tear this side apart and have a look, see how bad it is, and if I need to remake this one, I'll remake this one as well. The suspension units are out of the car now, apart from the front. The rears are out because they're going to be regassed by Hydrogas Services. They did my White Ambassador last year and totally transformed the ride. So this one will be getting the same treatment. I've been doing some welding today. I've tacked in the floor panel, which was a repair that I made, and it did end up in the 100 club, but I've now cut it back out because I want it for this car. So there you go. This is my Mrs Winn. She's got 97,000 on the clock from new. All the paperwork, which would be in a previous video that we done with Ricky, which was the first Agatha Meets video. So if you want to go and have a look at that, please do, and you'll see us messing around in our usual fashion. So that's where we are at the moment. So this is what I'm doing, kind of in between work. I mean, I didn't stop through lockdown. As you can see, I'm a forklift engineer. There's my van, there's the Jag, there's Gary. So Gary's on hold at the moment. I'm not too fussed about this one. It's solid enough for me to take a break from it, really. And while lockdown happened, you'll see I was in my study not so long back, I was asked to join another band, which I haven't done for 20 years. And kind of, nobody's doing anything, nobody's got anything to do, and nobody can go anywhere. It was a good idea at the time. We're now getting ready to go out and gig, so come and see us. If you look on my Facebook page, and I suppose Ricky will put a post up, a link to that. Come and see us, have a look. It's rock, it's classic rock, it's what we, what us old folks like, I suppose. So that's what I've been doing in between cars and stuff. And sorry I've not been around. Maybe that's a good thing, who knows. But anyway, hope you're all staying safe. Take care, have fun. See you later. Crap at this YouTube video stuff. But there you go, there's a little update for you all. Have fun, bye.